Hello and welcome to the greatest Tamil science channel. I'm your host Vishakha and we're continuing this conversation with Dr. C.K. Nandagopalan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vishakha.
So our topic for today is intelligence. I'm sure it spiked up a lot of curiosity among people because we've heard about so much about intelligence. We talk about intelligent, somebody is very intelligent or somebody is not intelligent. Let's look at what intelligence really means. Not just from a scientific point of view or psychological point of view, but also from a spiritual point of view. I'm sure sir will tell us so many things that we are totally unaware of. So to start with, how would you define intelligence?
The word intelligence by itself is borrowed from the French word, the same thing, intelligence. French guys have borrowed it from Latin again, intelligentsia. So it is also as good as 500-600 years old, not more than that. So the unique part of the brain is intelligence. The most brilliant and unique part of the brain is intelligence. There is no doubt whatsoever. Or I would call it as an ultimate treasure of the brain, the human brain, is intelligence.
So if you have to define intelligence as an ability, is it possible to say an ability to do a certain thing is intelligence?
No, creativity, problem solving, reasoning, ability to learn, or emotional knowledge. There are so many explanations are there for intelligence. But the question here is that all correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So is the intelligence an aspect of a certain physical part of the brain?
See, the whole human body is made out of human cells. But you have internal different organs. Brain is one of the organ. That's made out of neuron cells.
Right.
So there are a lot of things happening there. One of it is intelligence. That's how I look at it. Correct? I wish you understand this. It is a physical part only, no?
Yeah.
Finally, there is a chemistry which is working with the neuron cells of the brain, and this aspect of intelligence is working there. What is the doubt for you in that?
No, I was...
Nothing comes from outside.
Nothing comes from outside. Except ideas maybe?
No. Nothing comes from outside means epigenetics is a different area. We'll talk about it later. But then intelligence is a function which is happening well within the structure of your human system with respect to the human cell function.
So it's not necessarily within a certain part of the brain. It's a function of your entire being.
Localization of the brain becomes very difficult. That they have tried a lot and they worked a lot, try to divide the 4 different lobes of the cortex and then try to localize. This is what comes from here, this is what comes from here and all. They are fairly successful in identifying the areas where the sensory organ headquarters is there. But for the rest of the thing, any part of the brain you make a lesion, everything gets affected.
True.
Yeah.
So coming to the measure of intelligence, the most common measure that we hear is IQ or the intelligence quotient. Is the intelligence quotient the correct way to measure intelligence?
No, see, first of all, how exactly we have understood intelligence, what matters. Again, the subject of psychology deals intelligence, where they have come out with different kind of a battery of tests to measure your IQ in terms of number.
Right.
So, in a framework of science, everything is measured under number. Science by itself is measurement.
Measurement, yeah.
So, you try to understand what is intelligence in psychology as what you have understood, and you have created a test. Number of tests are there, in which I make you sit down and I make you do that test and take all the readings in what timing you are doing and all that. And then finally, we have a formula with put and then we will come out with a number. In that number, if you score 90 to 110, you are a person identified as a person with normal intelligence.
Right.
Between 110 to 130, you are above normal. 130 to 150, you are super above normal. 150 and to 160 is the maximum, you are genius. Then when we come down, 70 to 90, you are called below normal. Then 50 to 70, okay, you are called moron. You must have heard this word.
Yeah.
Then 20 to 50, you are called imbecile. Then 0 to 20, you are called the idiot. Idiot is a scientific terminology. And that's what is the word we use many times.
But it's
For
not an
scolding a
adjective.
person, yeah. Without knowing what exactly the word is. This is where the idiot comes, 0 to 20. If you score,
Okay.
you are an idiot. In an idiot, there will be fire burning, he will go try to catch it. He will not know that he will get burnt. Yeah. So this is how the psychologists measure. But is that intelligence?
Yeah, is that really intelligent?
I would call it as a normal function of the brain in trying to understand things. Your understanding ability, that's not intelligence. Intelligence comes with the learning of insight, which I have explained. Intelligence spurts at times. Intelligence is sleeping. Intelligence is not working.
So it's not something consistent like maybe your, a certain function of the body that you measure, maybe your BP or something like that. It's not that. It's in certain conditions and maybe certain, certain ways it peaks sometimes with some certain stimulus, and otherwise it can be lower as well. Is that what you're saying?
No, the general concept of all the other cognitive functions like your consciously presence as you are awake. You are able to process all your sensory organ information. You are able to speak and communicate. You are able to discharge your works. You are able to operate a computer in a workplace. You are able to, identify your food and eat. All these things, you are able to converse. You are able to see a movie and understand that story. All these things are general aspect of cortex. Where is intelligence there?
It's more of
Do you have intelligence there?
maybe basic. It's more of a learned.
Okay, if I'll ask you something, if you are making an extraordinary set of food for the lunch, do I call you that you are intelligent? You have learned you have learned that food making skill.
Right.
Is that intelligence?
Maybe the learning part of it was intelligence, not the execution.
Or you are driving a Formula 1 to the expected level or much beyond that expected level. So many seconds in which you should give the lap time and you give 10% lesser. Do I call you intelligent? It's a driving skill.
It's a skill.
Right? So, then what exactly is intelligence? It's a big question mark.
Yeah.
If you are going to build a beautiful cathedral or a beautiful parliament by designing it on your own and executing it with all the faculties, do I call you that you are intelligent?
I think that would be right. The generation.
No, those come under aptitude.
So then is
aptitude is not intelligence.
Is intelligence, from what you're saying, I'm re-looking at what I know of intelligence.
Yeah.
Is it the generation of original ideas or original thoughts? Is that intelligence or problem solving?
Intelligence is readiness perception is intelligence. Intelligence, you see it, you learn it.
Okay.
Intelligence is the ability to learn things just like that. An ability to understand immediately. An ability to go beyond language.
Okay.
Intelligence is to understand the nature in which you are living, in which you are a nature's product. That's intelligence. If the intelligent works in full time, he will say, next 100 years what's going to happen. He will say what calamity is going to hit. He will say what's going to be the change in nature. He will look at you, he will know who you are, what you are capable of. But he won't spell. He won't talk. That's intelligence.
The ability to know and understand.
Intelligence is not from your brain.
Okay.
Intelligence is from your spinal cord.
From the spinal cord. Okay.
It's not from your brain. Your brain has the cortex. Your brain is called as a headquarters. Because it does all the top work, right? Your visionary, your hearing, your taste, your smell, your breath, all that it works. Your thinking, your imagination, your language, your aptitude, your memory, everything it has, right? So it's called the headquarters, right? It is not the headquarters at all. This guy, the brain, is purely dependent on the spinal cord.
On the spinal cord.
Yeah, spinal cord is the headquarters. He is the hidden secret of the human body. Your intelligence spurts from there. And that's sleeping. Yeah.
So
That is why J. Krishnamurti calls it as awakening of intelligence, because it's sleeping. It comes sometimes, spurts and goes.
it's there, but it's dormant.
It is there in everyone. It is dormant. Because your consciousness, it's got huge amount of information. As I've told you, the brain is a potential machine which goes on recording everything. And you are subjected for emotions, especially fear, and then all sorts of emotional turbulences with your consciousness, with your memory, with your relationship, with your emotions and all that stuff, that this aspect of intelligence is always suppressed.
So when you say it's there in the spinal cord, is it possible to exercise that intelligence or grow that intelligence, nurture it? I don't know the right word.
If you take an art of penance, yoga is one part of penance. It's divided into 5 categories. You know, asanas, kriyas, mudras, bandham, and swasam.
Yeah.
Asanas are all, if you see, there are thousands of them. You know. They are all, if you see carefully every asana, it is to make sure that you have a perfect spinal cord.
Spinal cord, yeah. True.
That is what is asanas. That is where it comes from. Your thinker starts from the deep. Now I'll explain you further. A spinal cord is a tube, right? It's a cylindrical stuff, and it is a pipe. It doesn't have a hole like a pipe.
Right.
It has a thin thread-like substance hole there. You understand?
Yeah.
It is a thick one. There is a thin, you know, this sewing thread. That is the hole. If a pipe is having that hole, that's a hole, and that is Akash. There is no vayu. That's the only space in your body. There is no vayu there. The thinker starts from there. It manifests itself in the brain. Your intelligence starts from there. This is where physically the intelligence is lying.
Okay.
Yeah. How you are going to trigger it,
Yeah.
how you are going to make it, awaken it, is there in your hands. And no guru or no teacher will teach you this, because it is beyond the concept of learning. That is why we did the learning first.
Okay. Just before I go to my last question, is there a difference between animal intelligence and human intelligence? Human is supposed to be...
Wherever there is spinal cord, there is intelligence.
There is intelligence.
Yeah. There is no brain here at all. Brain is only a manifestation box. It manifests everything. He is not the author.
He's an interface to access, I think.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So how does ancient Tamil science view intelligence?
Again, these ancient, as far as the Tamil civilization is concerned, you have many scholars, a number of them. For example, if you take Avvaiyar, you must have heard about Avvaiyar.
I have, yes.
Yeah, Atichuvadi and all his. அதில் கொடுத்துட்டாங்க அவங்க. She is given. நுண்ணறிவு நூலிழை போன்றது. நுண்ணறிவு is intelligence. நூலிழை போன்றது is the thread-like substance in the card.
Thread in the.
Yeah. From there it starts. She is given. It is for you to pick it up. How do you exercise your brain to make sure your consciousness is emptied and make a platform for your intelligence to come in? It's there in your hands.
Okay.
The ancient Tamil scripts has very clearly given what I have explained to you so far in English.
Thank you so much, sir.
Not at all.
It was
You're most welcome.
beautiful. So I think we understand intelligence a lot better now. It's not an ability that you acquire. It's not something that you keep acquiring from outside or keep honing from inside either. I think it is an ability that needs space, literally. When everything else is empty, it will have space to flower on its own. You don't need to do anything to exercise the intelligence. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just about not doing something to let intelligence flower on its own. Thank you so much for being with us. I have thoroughly enjoyed the session and I'm very sure you would too. Thank you.